Top 5 Kardashian-Jenner feuds. Welcome back to Binge-Worthy Network. From Kylie and Kendall's recent fight to Khloe screaming at Tristan, here are the top 5 Kardashian-Jenner feuds. But before we jump in, hit that like and subscribe button if you love the Kardashian-Jenner sisters and want to get all the new updates about the reality TV family. Every family gets into little fights here and there, from siblings fighting over who rides shotgun to parents arguing about choosing a movie to watch. It's safe to say that every family has their ups and downs. And while most families don't have to worry about people finding out about their fights, the Kardashian-Jenner sisters don't have that luxury. Ever since they signed the reality TV contract, they gave up the luxury of complete privacy. And so, ever since 2007, we've seen the Kardashian-Jenner sisters go through multiple phases in their lives. From becoming mothers to dominating the beauty world and the makeup industry, these reality TV siblings proved they can do anything. And so when 5 strong-minded, independent, and confident women get together, it's only natural to see some cat fights every once in a while. But while most sisters choose to keep their arguments verbal, the Kardashian-Jenner sisters have different approaches to fights. Instead of using their words, these millionaires often opt for fistfights and physical altercation. So in today's video, let's take a quick detour and look back at some of the most iconic Kardashian-Jenner feuds. And we must warn you, most of these feuds involve fists and bloody scratches. 5. Kylie and Kendall. Let's begin our countdown with the most recent cat fight that made worldwide headlines. As the newest season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians dropped, fans all over the globe got to see the reality TV sisters in their element. From battling COVID-19 to dealing with Kanye's meltdowns, the Kardashians promised a season of pure entertainment and fun. The newest season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians has only been on the air for a couple of episodes, and we have already seen an iconic Kardashian-Jenner fight. On the newest episode of KUWTK, we see the ladies pack up and take a mini vacation to their Palm Springs residence. Everyone was excited to finally see each other, as every member of the Kardashian clan is super busy with their separate lives. Even billionaire Kylie made the time to go on a mini vacay with her family. But even though the older Kardashian sisters were super pumped to have some quality family time, Kendall Jenner had a totally different attitude. The highest paid model was told that the family was just going to stay in their $1 million mansion and not go out anywhere in the city. That's why Kendall decided not to pack anything luxurious or fancy, as she knew that she would just be hanging out with her siblings. But the family's plans soon changed when Kylie demanded that they go out for the night. Not only was Kendall forced to leave the house, but Kylie also stole an outfit that was meant for her sister. So it left Kendall searching the house for another possible outfit she could go out in. But somehow, Kendall found something decent and the ladies got ready to go out for the night. But as we later learned, Kendall refused to enter the club, so she just stayed in her car for 2 hours while her sisters had fun at the local drag club. But the party itself wasn't the most entertaining part of the night, because what happened next truly shocked the audience. The night was going well and everyone was partying and drinking, and as the party came to an end, the ladies decided it was time to go home. We saw the Keeping Up with the Kardashians camera crew follow the older sisters and their car. During their ride back home, Kourtney gets an intense call from Kendall, and that's where we find out that Kendall and Kylie got into a huge physical fight. According to Kendall, the younger sisters were about to leave the party when Kendall asked Kylie if her driver would drop her off at her house. When Kylie said no, Kendall and her sister got into an argument. Kenny explains that during their verbal argument, Kylie had slapped her on the arm, and Kendall had smacked her back. And before the model could realize what was going on, her sister had put her heel on her throat. Shocked Kendall soon told her sisters to pick her up because she didn't feel safe staying with Kylie. And as the worried and panicked Kendall got into the car, we learned why she was screaming on the phone earlier. 4. Kim and Khloe. Even though the Kardashian-Jenner sisters have been making waves with their recent fights, many diehard KUWTK will remember our next feud. If you're a fan of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, chances are you've seen this iconic moment on the show. Before the Kardashian sisters were making headlines with their controversial relationships and successful businesswomen, they were just some stars on a reality TV show. During one episode back in 2008, Kim desperately wanted to buy a Bentley, and she had invited her sisters along for her purchase. In the episode, we see Kim's younger sister, Khloe, get especially annoyed by the entire process of buying a car. As we later learned, the salesman for Bentley was really rude to the sisters, and that's why Kourtney and Khloe decided to go home early. Kim took their departure as being disrespectful toward the Bentley staff, and Mrs. West returned to the apartment in order to settle their differences. Kim initially wanted to talk about the whole day, but when she overheard Khloe talking not so kindly, that's when Kim went berserk. Check out this iconic moment of Keeping Up with the Kardashians we all know too well.
Don't be rude. Are you kidding me? I saw swear to God, don't be
What are you
throw the
doing?
thing on me.
3. Kendall and Caitlyn. Ever since we can remember, Kendall Jenner has always wanted to be a model. And in 2015, all of her dreams came true. Not only was Kendall given the opportunity to walk for the world's most famous and luxurious designers, but the older Jenner even got to strut down the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And while the entire night was absolutely magical, there was one little detail that almost ruined everything. As you may know, Bruce announced in 2015 that he was going to transition into a woman, and that's when Caitlyn was born. Not only did this news make headlines all over the planet, but it also put the spotlight on the Kardashian family once again. But instead of the focus being on Kendall and her special moment, all the attention was on Caitlyn. So when Kendall heard her father Caitlyn would be attending the show, she got really mad. She didn't really want the attention to be on Caitlyn, as she had recently transitioned. The entire situation led to Kendall screaming on the phone with her dad and telling him he simply could not attend the show. In this shocking Keeping Up with the Kardashians clip, we not only see Kendall get furious with her father, but we also get a glimpse of Khloe and Kylie's reaction. Kendall is often thought to be the chill sister of the household, so seeing the older Jenner sister get mad was something the ladies haven't seen before. But even though Kendall was mad at her father for taking away her special moment, we later saw both Kris and Caitlyn attend the Victoria's Secret fashion show as a way to support their gorgeous daughter. 2. Kim and Khloe versus Kourtney. When it comes to the Kardashian-Jenner sisters, it's no secret that this Hollywood family is very tight-knit. But even though these millionaires often support one another, there are times when sibling rivalry takes over. It was during the 16th season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians when fans got to see Kim Kardashian absolutely lose it on her sister, Kourtney. You see, for the last couple of years, the oldest Kardashian sister, Kourtney, has been named somewhat of a villain in the Kardashian-Jenner household. The mother of three often got into petty arguments with her sisters, and her lack of interest and empathy often drove her siblings mad. That's why when Kourtney couldn't be accommodating during the annual Christmas shoot, Kim K just lost her temper. If you're a diehard KUWTK fan, then you know how much these ladies love to have parties and planned events. The sisters were getting ready in their glam room when they started discussing the actual schedule for the Christmas photo shoot day. After Kourtney started disagreeing with the timetables and the schedules, Kim got really mad because her sister refused to help out and move around her meetings in order to accommodate the shoot. Kim did not hold back as she started yelling at her sister, saying how she doesn't have the right to complain because she doesn't work as hard as her siblings. Take a look yourself.
Shut up! No, but it's like I'm not scheduling.
Maybe if you had a business that you were passionate about, then you would know what it takes to run a business, but you don't.
1. Kim and Kourtney's fight. While the Christmas shoot disagreement was purely verbal, in the following season, we saw Kim and Kourtney handle their arguments in a more physical way. From Kim calling her sister the least interesting thing to look at, to Kourtney copying Kim's style, their sisterhood bond seems to be getting less and less meaningful and strong. In season 18 of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, Kim and Kourtney were seen fighting each other for real. When Khloe tried to stop her sisters from getting seriously hurt, it didn't stop either Kim or Kourtney from throwing punches and scratching one another. The sisters only fought for a few minutes, but it was enough for both Kim and Kourtney to end up with massive bloody scratches on their arms and hands. The physical fight was so serious that the Keeping Up with the Kardashians crew had to get involved. But in the end, the sisters finally let go of one another and went their separate ways. But as we later learned, this wasn't just a physical altercation because, as it turns out, Kim and Kourtney had stopped talking for a few weeks after their feud. Whoever said girls can't fight clearly haven't seen Kim and Kourtney battle each other on national television. But what do you think? Which Kardashian-Jenner feud was the most shocking? Do you ever fight with your siblings? Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe and give us a like. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications and share this video with your friends. See you next time, everyone.